to this closing ceremony of the OIC Youth Debate Championship 2020. Before we move ahead, let me introduce myself. Of course, I am indeed your humble moderator of this current ceremony. I am known as Mr. Idi Ahmed from Cameroon, and currently I am a professional officer at ICYF working with the Department of Foreign Affairs. To this end, I cannot go on without thanking the National MOIC Pakistan team and ICYF for their unwavering efforts in organizing this debate tournament. In fact, it is the first of its kind in our institution, and we are looking forward to organize more of this in the nearest future. It is a feeling of pride that invades us because we were not sure how this debate was going to happen on a virtual platform, but alhamdulillah, we did it. We were so worried, but alhamdulillah, we exceeded our expectations. And this is thanks to Rutaba and her team, thanks to the amazing judges, and of course, the secretariat. Ladies and gentlemen, as we all know, the essence of debate is that one shouldn't be upset about opposition. Debate is about opposition, actually. Debate is about testing things, challenge us. We have to challenge our mindset. Debate provides experience that are conducive to life-changing cognitive and presentation skills. Added to that, through debate, we acquire unique educational benefits, and we learn how to polish our skills in our public speaking and so on. Last but not the least, of course, debate helps learners to see how power of deploying rational reason arguments and compelling evidence in actions. It enables them to elucidate their standpoint through utilizing rhetorical eloquence. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, this closing ceremony will not take much of your time, but before we announce the winner of OIC Youth Debate Championship 2020, we'll have a few remarks from the Director General of Cabinet of ICYF, who shall address us all on the behalf of the President of ICYF, Mr. Taha. Then we'll have a few remarks from the respective debaters. We'll just have a general opinion of what they thought about the whole tournament, a general assessment by our judges, of course, and we'll give the concluding speech to Ms. Rutaba, who is leading the National MOIC Pakistan. And finally, I shall announce the results. As announced, without further ado, I would like to invite the Director General of Cabinet, Mr. Yunus Sonmes, to please deliver his speech. Mr. Yunus, the virtual stage is all yours. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Edil. It's actually my pleasure to be here today with our friends, young friends. And I would like to also convey the salam of Mr. President Taha Ayhan. And on behalf of him, I would like to thank all of our friends here. Honorable judges, distinguished debaters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Today, I'm thrilled to address you at the closing ceremony of the first OIC Youth Debate Championship. First time in ICYF's history, we have managed to organize such diverse and comprehensive debate competition, and it is more challenging to handle such a competition in virtual platform, of course. Before I begin to my speech, I would like to congratulate ICYF organizing team and National Model OIC Pakistan for organizing such excellent events. Now, we are at the end of our program, and I am as excited as you to hear the winner at the end of this ceremony. Of course, I would like to convey my special thanks to the finalist teams, Team Sudan and Team Indonesia, as well as other 14 teams who passed the selection process and had a chance to compete this unique event. Today, we are in the 6th month of the outbreak and unfortunately reaching 10 million cases and 500,000 deaths all over the world. This is a time for all of us to consider on the progress we have made and the lessons we have learned, and to test ourselves to doing everything we can to continue empower the Muslim youth. Since 6 months ago, none of us could have imagined how our world and our lives would be like this. Everything we do during and after the crisis must be with a strong focus on building more equal, inclusive, and sustainable societies that are more resilient in the face of the pandemics and many other global challenges we face. ICYF is always ready to give its best and provide this kind of platforms to youth for your professional betterment as well as your respected societies. During times of crisis, the first OIC Youth Debate Championships mission is even more essential. Speech and debate provides comfort and strength to youth. This platform allows students to share their stories and speak up on the issues they care about. And that platform cannot be abandoned. We remain dedicated to connecting, supporting, and inspiring a diverse community committed to empowering youth through the speech and debate. That mission leads us to the decision to elevate students' voices this year through the first OIC Youth Debate Championship. Having this said, I'm more than happy to see that debate-based projects will be ICWAF's flagship program in the near future, with, of course, valuable contribution and assistance of our partners, as well as our judges. Since the first round, which is held on 25th June, debaters have argued on diverse subjects such as philosophy, economy, diplomacy, and others. 16 teams competed since that date, and today we are here to announce and award the winners. Before I came here, I had a chance to follow the semifinals, where I have observed very competitive matchups and close competition between different nations. Additionally, I would like to underline the quality of our debaters, where they come up with strong and logical arguments to outsmart their opponents. This kind of scenes makes us more hopeful for the future of our geography, and I'm sure that the skills that you are acquired from this kind of platforms, not only you will benefit from it, also your environment, your societies, and your nations will benefit from it as well. On the other hand, our judges, namely Mr. Defrim Shabanaj, Mr. Shahir Hassan, Ms. Tasnim Elias, Ms. Nur Sabah Takvir, sorry for pronunciation, and Mr. Ahmet Eren Kutluca, not only assessed the teams, but were kind enough to give instant feedback and identified the areas the teams could work on going forward. Their feedback was encouraging, but also thoughtful. On behalf of ICWF family, once again, I would like to congratulate them from the bottom of my heart for their dedicated efforts and contribution. I believe that we will work with them in other projects in the near future as well. Before I conclude my speech, I would like to invite all participants of the first OIC Youth Debate Championship to apply and join the other activities of ICYF. There are many programs are planned to be held very soon, and you can reach the application forms of these programs from our social media platforms. I wish you and your families healthy and safe days, and I will keep each one of you in my prayers, inshallah. I wish and hope to see all of our bright speakers in the future, inshallah, and meet with you in person once this pandemic disappears. I thank you for your kind attention and wish you best and success. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you so much, Mr. Yunus, for such a beautiful speech, which is insightful. And I think the participants and the debaters are overwhelmed and very grateful for that. Like Mr. Yunus mentioned in his beautiful speech, this was a moment for us to challenge our youth in creative thinking, and we could see that the program actually garnered a lot of interest among our youth. So inshallah, it will become one of our major flagship programs, like he mentioned. As you all know, ladies and gentlemen, for the past 1 week, we had an intense debate tournament in which we had 16 different teams from different parts of the world, from the Asian region, from the Middle East, from Africa. And it was very interesting to see how our youth pay a lot of attention to debate. And I think from now henceforth, we shall try to create this platform for them to come and express themselves. So without further ado, I would like to first hear, of course, from the debaters, just maybe in 40 seconds or 1 minute each, or 40 seconds, they could tell me what they think about the debate, what's their opinion, what's their perception. We would like to hear from you. So I would like to start with Team, of course, Indonesia, which was Team Proposition. So please, Team Indonesia, please introduce yourself, and in few seconds, each and every one of you can just give us a general perception about the whole debate tournament. Thank you so much. So let me move forward with the Prime Minister of Team Indonesia.
Hi, hello. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, thank you. Dearest Executive Cabinet of ICYF, the judges, the committee, and the fellow debaters, good morning, good afternoon, and good night, because we are located on a very geographical position. At this moment, what I thought about the tournament is pretty much awesome, though it was tiring for the participant. But I think that if it is very much tiring for the participant, I think that it is also most tiring for the committee and also the judges. But they really, really made a lot of these technicalities of competition really awesome. So I applaud the committee, that have saved and organized this competition very professionally. And also, I have several hopes in the future. That number one, I hope the debating competition could expand into more participants since we are having a lot of OIC countries out there, maybe like in Southeast Asia, in South Asia, and Middle East, North African country. There are lots of them. And secondly, I hope that we can make this a permanent program, as to debating platform is one of the best platform to improve the critical mind and the critical thinking of the youth, because in my perspective, we are the future leader that will become a better person who contribute to our nation, our religions, and our communities, our family, and especially to the OIC countries. So that's all my wishes for the future. I thank you so much for the cabinet, the executive, the judge, and the committee. And I would like to also thank you, my counterparts, Team Sudan. We have a very great debate back then. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum salam. So let's have your deputy, please say something. Is he online?
We're sorry.
Okay.
I'm actually the prime minister. My previous friends were the deputy prime minister.
Oh,
I guess,
sorry about it. It's
yeah,
okay.
that's yeah. But in my opinion, yeah, I was really grateful to be part of this competition. I guess it was actually my first time to join an international competition, so it was a new experience and a great exposure to be able to compete with other countries' participant. And yeah, I think the way that three of us are training every day so that we can finish until this grand final. I think it was a great opportunities, and I would really thank the committees, the judges for really invest a lot of their time and giving their maximum efforts for these competitions. So I hope in the future, yeah, as my deputy prime minister said, we can have much more diverse participants so that the OIC in and of itself can become like a huge and large-scale international debating competition. I guess that's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Matthew. Can we have the third speaker from Team Indonesia? Please share something. Is he around?
Basically, I just want to say thank you for everyone. I know we faced a lot of hard time during this crisis, but after I see all the participants, all the judges, all the committee, I feel like we have hope. Through this hard time, through this crisis, we have hope to rise back to the normal life. I also want to congratulate Sudan. I feel like they are good teams. They are able to provide us good level of debating, entertaining debating. But not only for Sudan, I feel like all teams deserve the equal portion of spotlight. So basically, I just hope that everyone stay healthy and we can create such of connection outside of debating. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that beautiful speech of yours. Okay, I would like to move to team opposition from Sudan. So please, could you share some few words with us? Let me call upon the head of the opposition party. Please, you have the floor.
Oh, thank you for giving me the chance. I want to thank Team Indonesia for the great debate they gave us. It was a very intense debate and it moved us to think critically about many things and to reconsider some of our beliefs. And I guess this is the issue that debating should raise, and this should be its goals, to question your own stance and your own actions. critically from another angle and from other angles. And Team Indonesia helped us to do this. We also want to thank the committee, the judges, especially the judges for their help and their reasoning after the debate about why this result has happened and why it occurred. And I hope that all of you stay safe during this pandemic and we meet in person, inshallah.
Inshallah. Thank you so much, Mr. Mazen. Can we have your second speaker as well?
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Sami, the second speaker. First of all, I would like to thank ICYF, the judges, the organizing committee for the great effort. I believe that they couldn't sleep for the previous days because they are preparing all the steps to make everything going smooth. So thank you so much. Special thank for the judges for the fantastic feedback that we get to receive after each and every debates. We really made use of it for this championship and for our future championship and debates, of course. I would like to thank Indonesia. Today was really challenging. And I would like to spot that we like the emotions very much. Before each and every debates, we tried to guess which type of motions will be on the table for today's debates. But every now and then we failed to come with the motions or suggestions or guessing. And this is like put us under very hard pressure. One more thing, we would like to thank each and every teams who made it to this championship. They really gave us a very good and very nice and very tough opportunity. The most important thing I have to emphasize is that the championship was really tough and we worked under pressure, and this is a skill that we need for our personal life and for our debating life. And now I'm receiving too many messages from fellow Sudanese. What happened in your debates? Did you win the debate? What happened? So since yesterday, we are under pressure from all sides, from Sudan, from our friends, from our families. People now, I think I'm thanking them very, very much. Now they are watching this live and they are expecting so much from us. So this put us under pressure. So we were working all the ways to make it to the final and to make it to the tailor of the championship. I think that's all. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I hope you are all staying safe. And I hope everything come to the right place after this pandemic and we can meet in person. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much for that. Could we have the last speaker from Team Sudan?
Yes, sure. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Yes, please.
I would like to start this by saying that the best debater is the one who really provokes your mind and brings out the hostility in you and really pushes you to the edge in the debate. And we really saw that from Team Indonesia today. So I would like to start by thanking them, because personally, I really get out of good debates full of tiredness, but also full of joy. So I really enjoyed today's debate. It was very competitive. Thanks also to all the teams that we met, Team Sierra Leone, Team Nigeria, and Team Jordan that we met lastly in the semifinals. I would also like to thank the organizing committee, the ICYF, for providing us with this opportunity during this pandemic. And like you said, if this is going to be your new flagship program, as you were speaking, then we definitely hope to be a part of it, either debating, possibly judging. But we really enjoyed this process. We really enjoyed getting to know all these people on the debate ground. And a closing ceremony is a good chance to see the friendly side of people when they're not trying to attack your arguments and attack what you just said. So I would like to apologize for any hostility that could have been shown through the debates. That was just for the sake of opposing. And I would also like to take this chance to extend my request of friendship to everyone who I met and who I didn't meet. We're all, I think, in the same WhatsApp group. So feel free to reach out to me on any social media platform. And thank you. And I wish the best of luck for everyone and for all the teams. And thank you again.
Thank you so much, Team Sudan, for that and highlighting, like I mentioned previously in my message, debate is all about opposition. In fact, we need it. Sometimes some people might delve into emotions and everything, but it's part of debate anyways. We wanted to challenge each and every one of you, and we did that. And Team Indonesia, mashallah, from the very first day till the end, they have been very, I'll not say aggressive, but they will bring out your brains because they were very challenging. And Team Sudan also, you were not that easy as well. So Alhamdulillah, you guys did a brilliant job reaching the finals. So without further ado, I think now we'll move to the judges. We need to also hear from them. I would like to, of course, give the floor to the chair, Mr. Diffrem, who chaired this final debate tournament. So, Mr. Diffrem, the stage is all yours.
Thank you, Edie. I think if I'm audible to all, first of all, I would talk about the finals. It was really challenging, and of course, both teams were well prepared for this. This is the first. The second thing I would say, the tournament in general, I think it started, honestly speaking, myself, I was a bit of scared because since it's online, it's not the same as being face-to-face. Virtual have its own complications, and some more, we coming from different parts of the world. So it's like one side is morning, the other side is evening, but we could manage to come to the final. And I think this was the best. Last thing, I think what usually debate does is that, especially if we look from the Western perspective, we are people who usually do not use our brain, our mind to encounter the others, but we use our fist. So I think the debate is exactly this platform that teaches you how to use your brain, your mind to encounter the other part rather than using your fist, because this is not the way how you solve the problems. And I think as a youth forum on this, I think would be a great platform to have debates more, where youth is encountered with debate, with encountered with other ideas that are able to be debated. And that is exactly what we did. For example, debating the policies that a government or another may implement or may not. But these are things that even the governments, even the most autocratic government, they will have some rooms of debate, though may not be that useful. That's why I would strongly suggest that this is the best platform for us to make our brains work, and also the best platform for the future generations, where they will learn to use the logic, to use the idea of encounter the others without having to go into indulge any real fight or fist fight, because I think this is what we need. The whole Muslim world, I think, needs this. So this is all what I can say. For the debate, I really enjoyed. It's great, is always part of my heart, so I always enjoy debate.
Thank you so much, Diffrem. By the way, for those who don't know, Diffrem also trained me when I was in Malaysia, in the International Islamic University of Malaysia. I was also part of the debate club, and he was one of our trainers as well. So I'm very glad that he has kept going on, because I stopped debating for a long time, since 2012. So it's good to have Mr. Diffrem on board. Without further ado, let me please invite Ms. Noor. Please say something. I want to give all the judges the floor. I know most of you said Diffrem should speak on your behalf, but I would like the participants, and since we're on live, I want everyone to see who the beautiful judges are as well. Let's see who made this tournament as well. So Ms. Noor, you have.
Yeah, thank you for having me here. I would say this whole tournament was well thought out, well organized, well conducted, well executed, and well done generally. I enjoyed it from the first round to the last round. Debates, for me, bring together two of the best things that humans as a species have. Like the gift of thought and the gift of speech, and you bring them together and present your arguments, logic. That is something that makes you unique, makes us feel more in control of what we do. And I would say that since we had a lot of young people from 16 countries, not only was this an avenue to lock horns with each other and debate on ideas ranging from philosophy to social justice, but it was also an avenue for them to extend their hands of friendship and come together in a time where physical distancing has become the way of the world. So yeah, I would say congratulate you people for organizing this, and greatly honored that you extended your invitation to me.
Thank you so much, Ms. Noor, for that. Without further ado, I would like to invite Ms. Tasneem Elias, please, to say something. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Eddie. I think the first thing I want to do is obviously I'd like to thank ICYF and I'd like to thank MOIC Pakistan. So Eddie, Enes, Rutaba, thank you so much for having us. This was really a pleasure. I think in the lead up to the final so far, I've judged 6 rounds, I've judged 9 countries. So I'd like to give them props. I've judged Tunisia, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Myanmar, Indonesia, Liberia, Jordan, Iraq, and Sudan. That is quite a diverse group. I know that we say it several times that this is a diverse tournament, but I just wanted to give you a taste of all of the different debates that we've had. If I could right now, I would give you like a summary of every single debate that I had so that you would also have insight into some of the exciting debates that I've judged. But I'm sure that the finalists who are sitting on the edge of their seats are telling me, no, just quickly, let's get to the final, let's get to the winners. So I'm gonna make this quick. This was a wonderful tournament, honestly. And I think it was beautifully organized and I love it for 2 reasons. Firstly, because of debating. Everyone has talked about the impact of debating and how wonderful debating is. I cannot stress it enough. It is really important, especially for the youth. Not only does it help you express your opinions, it helps you evaluate your own positions, it helps you to understand other people's opinions. I cannot stress enough how important debating is, but it's also about not just debating, but debating with one another. Look at all of these different countries that have come together, and this is just the 16 lucky countries that have made it this far. The fact that you get to meet all of these young leaders and future leaders from all of these different countries and engage in a battle of wits with them, I think is amazing. So I have said this earlier, but even though we are in an online platform and you can't physically meet these people, please take this opportunity to get to know one another. Please take this opportunity to stay in touch with one another. And inshallah, hopefully we will all meet again in the next edition of this tournament. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much, Ms. Tasneem. I would like to add as well that Ms. Tasneem also trained me on my first year at university. She kept pushing me to debate, but I didn't know why I didn't really fall in love with debate because it was too time consuming. I was always missing my midterm exam. So I was like, you know what, Tasneem, I'm out of this game, you know. Today, alhamdulillah, she's a very great person, a great judge, and she's been helping our youth to move forward with debating skills and everything. So without further ado, I'd like to invite my brother, Mr. Ahmed. I think it's Kut Luja, right? I don't usually pronounce Turkish names very well, but sorry about that. But Ahmed, you have the floor, please. Thank you.
Everyone actually pretty much told everything I would want to say. But I really want to thank everyone in the OIC that made this possible, especially Rutaba and Sidi Ahmed and the others that I really can't remember right now. I think the online tournament was pretty good and we really encountered with pretty much small problems. But I really hope that we can do this live one day too, maybe next year or whenever it's possible, and really meet with everyone. And I hope I can judge again. It was really a good experience for me. And the only other thing that I want to say is that the ICF team really helped us and we really discussed the motions together. And so as a judge, I think it was a really good experience that I can see rarely sometimes. So I really want to thank everyone and wish you all good luck.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ahmed. Çok teşekkürler. By the way, this is my first time seeing Mr. Ahmed on camera. The whole time he was judging, he has his camera off, and I had an image of him, you know, maybe he looked like a nerd with a suit, but when he switched on his camera today, I was like, oh, he looks very cool and, you know, very casual, you know, with the hair. And my brother Anas was making fun of me that I don't have hair. So it's good to have you, Mr. Ahmed. Thank you so much for your remarks. Let's move to our last judge of this tournament, Mr. Shahir, please. Are you with us? Could you say something?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes.
First,
good to see you. All right.
Yeah, you guys can hear me, right?
Yeah, perfectly.
Okay. So first of all, you know, hats off to the entire organizing committee for executing a event of such magnitude. So shout out to the entire organizing committee and to this entire panel of judges and the participants. Secondly, what I would like to say is that I was really impressed with the teams that have participated. You know, the sensitivity and the you know, the significance of such topics that we discussed was very necessary. And I found that the teams were quite quick on their feet and had strong and logical arguments. These are certain qualities of a good advocate. And these, if we make such activities a recurring activity and recurring exercise, I believe that this has the potential to actually, actually solve a lot of problems in our personal lives as well as our professional lives. And with the way the world is right now going about it, I think what it needs is good, strong advocate who can, counsel other people who are in dire need of, help and everything. And I believe that this entire panel of judges, the participants have done a very good job with respect to that. So that's all in all from myself. And again, congratulations to the entire team.
Thank you so much, Mr. Hassan. It's good to have you. I didn't also have the opportunity to meet you a lot, but it's good to have you. And thanks for your feedback and your experience. It really helped us. And I thank Moik Pakistan for recommending you as well for this wonderful event. Without further ado, and yeah, you're welcome. Without further ado, let me give the concluding speech to Ms. Rutaba before I announce the winner of the OIC Youth Debate Championship 2020. So Ms. Rutaba, the stage is all yours. If you want, take your time. I'm just here to announce the
Thank you so much, Avi. I appreciate it. I'm not going to take too much of your time or the team's time because I'm the closing statement and I'm sure they're waiting to hear who won. And so thank you for putting me up as a punching bag because everybody right now would want to kill me if I take any longer than a minute or two. So I'm going to try and keep it short. When I hear the word debate, the first image that comes into your mind are two sides colliding with each other or fighting, right? Emotions getting high, logics being thrown. But the more covert side of debate is the fact that, it transcends culture. It transcends nationality. It doesn't matter who you are, where you're from. Debate would be a part of your culture or your society, and so that is inbuilt in us. And I think that we saw that being translated into the competition as well. We saw, these 16 teams were just the ones that made the cut. There were other teams as well, and they were equally good, but they were better somehow. And so when I saw them, when I looked at them debate each other, it didn't really matter whether they're from Indonesia and Myanmar or whether they're from Bangladesh. I really saw a group of passionate young people who were smart, who were quick on their feet, who could think, who had critical minds, and they were really pushing me to think because they were coming up with points after points which I thought I would have never thought of had I not attended this debate, and which I think is the most beautiful aspect of this event. And so for that, I'm incredibly happy and grateful that what was just an idea from my team got accepted by ICYF. And so we just had a couple of ideas scribbled down on a pen on a piece of paper. ICYF gave it life. And so I'm eternally thankful to ICYF for providing us with the support that they've done. Anybody who doesn't know that, I'm just one of the participants of the OIC Young Leaders Summit that happened, I guess, in 2016. So I am, in a lot of ways, a byproduct of what ICYF has been able to do with young people. And so we have been able to, I hope we have been able to translate that effort that they put in us and create new volunteers. The National MOIC team is all volunteers, and they're all part of the MOIC project that is ICYF's. So you can really see that ICYF is here to make, is making an effort, and we're trying to cash in on that. And I would really like to talk to all the participants who were here, who made it, who did not make it the final. This is your opportunity. ICYF and platforms like ours are made for you. So come to us, partner with us, talk to us, and we'll do more of this, because unless you come and talk to us, we will not know what we have to do. So I would again like to thank the debaters. They were incredibly good. I would not have wanted to be the judge because of what I saw, how hard the deliberations were. I'm incredibly grateful that I was the organizer, not the judge. You guys did an excellent job. I want to thank the judges, of course, Tasneem, Noor, Shahid, Defram, Ahmed. These guys were so active with their feedback. They were engaging. They entertained us at odd hours at night, but they did it because they knew that we were passionate about the program, and so they wanted to make sure that we did a good job, and we did a good job by the debaters. debaters. So I'm hopeful that we did a good job by the debaters. Only you will be able to tell us if we did or not. But if you have any constructive feedback, my team and I are also open for that. I also lastly want to thank the ICYF team. NS was there, Evie was there, Ms. Jiren is obviously here. NS was handling everything on the back. He's very silent, he's very quiet, but he was really, really pushing himself to the edge. I also want to pass my regards to Mr. Tahayan. Again, I know the Secretariat is the one who would have passed for this event to happen and has provided us with the support, institutional support and financial support for this to happen. So I'm grateful and thankful to them. And of course, I'm immensely thankful to the team of volunteers that I work with, Team National Model OIC. I would just say the word and they will start acting out. And so this was incredible. Thank you so much for the support that they've given me. I hope I've thanked everybody profusely. If I haven't, if I've missed you, please forgive me. But thank you for giving me a chance of a lifetime. Thank you for making me see how valuable debate is. And fingers crossed that this is done every year so that debaters like yourself get more platforms and we can create new minds. We can give a platform to excellent minds like yourself every now and then. And there was something, I'm going to wrap this up. There was something that the member from Team Indonesia said. He said that we are the future. We are the leaders of the future. That's not true. You are the leaders of today. So take that with you. Don't wait for tomorrow. You guys are good enough to be leaders today. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. And I am eager to hear with you who the winner is.
Thank you so much, Ms. Rutaba. That was a very brilliant speech. In fact, you said it all. I don't need to talk a lot. But before announcing the winner, allow me to say that this is our first time we organize such an event. And Alhamdulillah, of course, there's always setbacks and few things we need to improve. And some of you did send us some of your reservations and comments and feedback, which is going to help us for our next debate tournament. And we hope, like Ms. Rutaba said, we hope we'll organize it in person because this will make it much more easy, not only easier, but we want to see how you guys express yourself in public, which is very important for us in the Muslim world and of course in the world as well. As ICYF, we usually have a token of appreciation that we give to our respective judges. And of course, all the participants will have their respective certificates in order for them to get acknowledgement or proof that they were part of the debate. But before I announce the winner, I just want to tell each and every one of you, to all the participants, that we don't organize tournaments or debate just because we want to show that one team or the other is better than this or this country is better than that. No, like Ms. Rutaba clearly mentioned, it is for us to bring out the brilliant mind so that we can find common solutions to the problems that we are all facing in our respective regions and areas. So for me, there's no winner. But of course, in a competition, we still need to announce who had a little bit of skills, not better, but let's say a head start than the others. So I just want to tell each and every one of you, this debate tournament is an opportunity for each and every one of you to network, which I saw. And during the final, I could see that Team Sudan and Team Indonesia were exchanging their Facebook, Twitter, which is important. This is actually one of our core objectives in ICYF, to create this kind of network with the youth. And of course, look for common solutions like I mentioned. Second of all, is to create visibility for each and every one of you. It's like a personal brand ship for you guys. When you come, you defend yourself, we see you. Who knows, in the future, maybe among the judges or among the organizers, someone might be president somewhere, someone might be the Secretary General of the UN, someone might be the Secretary General of OIC. Who knows? No one knows. This is the whole purpose of it. So for me, you're all winners. And I think the results was, the deliberation was very tough. It's true, I don't wish to be in the place of the judges. It was really difficult. But Alhamdulillah, we came to a consensus, of course. And but Alhamdulillah, Rutaba and I, we were just organizing team, because mashallah, the judges, they
announced it already. Come on, people are waiting for you.
Anas, do you want to say something before I announce?
No. I don't want to say something because I know the teams are waiting, like they are biting their nails.
Yeah,
So
I think one might even just, might land here at home and they start beating me up. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the OIC Youth Debate Championship, the year 2020, is Team Opposition from Sudan. I can hear we will. So Team Sudan, congratulations. Indonesia,
thank you.
Congratulations. So, like I said, for all winners, just take this as an opportunity for you guys to network. We would like to hear in 30 seconds what Team Opposition said. Like I mentioned, it wasn't easy. It was really tough, but alhamdulillah, the judges were really professional, and you guys could even see that throughout the tournament. So it's Team Sudan. Can we have one person, the representative of Team Sudan, to say something before we close this session? Congratulations again, Team Sudan.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the opportunity. We had no idea what to expect, to be honest. In many circumstances, you get out of a debate knowing that you either won or lost this debate because there's kind of an obvious gap, but this was definitely not the case in this debate. Team Indonesia was very strong. Their arguments were very professional, but I guess maybe we got lucky this time. But I'm sure if we played along in multiple debates, we would win some and they would win some, because this is what good debaters do. There's no constant lead for one of the teams. It's always back and forth going on. I would like to deeply thank them so very much for giving us this opportunity, for giving us this great platform, and for giving us this great experience. I would like to deliver my thanks to the ICYF, to the MYC Pakistan, to our great judges for the constant feedback that they kept on giving us, to everyone who watched, to our brothers and sisters in Sudan who kept on supporting and voting. Thank you so much. Thank you for everyone. We were very happy to be part of this, and we were very proud to oppose. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brother Osama. Congratulations again once more. But of course, congratulations to Team Indonesia. MashaAllah, like I said, from the beginning, they actually brought our attention. Like they cornered, like all of us were focusing on Indonesia because they had that energy, and the rebuttals was just so interesting. I mean, even when I'm working, I have to listen to the debate. I can't do anything else. And I was following Team Indonesia the whole way, and Bangladesh as well. And Sudan, I think the only time I got to listen to your debate was from the semifinals. And mashallah, you guys did an amazing job. Before I close the session, I don't know if Mr. Anas, you have something to say before I wrap up the session, Anas?
Well, I already said in the first before we start the finals, that the both teams deserved to be here, and obviously we had to choose just one winner. But I could say that it was a really tight call to choose Team Sudan over Team Indonesia. So inshallah, in the near future, there will be another program upcoming, especially for debate, because as you may all know, that the Dhaka is the OIC Youth Capital of 2020, and inshallah we will be announcing another debate competition with their valuable partnership of the Dhaka officials. So just keep in touch, and see you all of you in the future as well, inshallah. That's all from me, and thank you to be here. That's all.
Thank you. I would just like to remind, it's true, I was supposed to say it before I announce the results, that we this time for the finals, we had, of course, the voting system and of course the judges, but the allocation of the different assessment goes to the judges. The voting is more like to see the general view of people, what they think about the debate. But actually, most of the points were assessed by our respective judges, who are very brilliant in what they are doing. And Team Sudan, I think you're very happy now. I think the pressure is less now, because you told me since yesterday, you mentioned since yesterday you've been facing pressure about who is going to win or not. So congratulations to Team Indonesia. And we hope to see you guys, like Mr. Anas said, in the OIC Youth Capital, Dhaka, Bangladesh, because they're also organizing a debate competition there as well. And Team Sudan, congratulations for winning this OIC Youth Debate Championship 2020, the first edition of ICYF, and in collaboration with MOIC Pakistan. Congratulations, and I think I am going to stop here because I've been talking too much. You know, we Africans, we talk a lot, man. So let's end the session now. I think that's all for now. Thank you so much to each and every one of you. Thank you so much to ICYF and Rutaba and her team. I would like to mention Ashrif Wilson, Maliha Sehar, Samra, Sidja, Alina. They are always on point, always active. They don't sleep. They are always replying. And thank you to our beautiful judges who also spare no effort in helping us in this tournament. So thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We shall see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you so